And when this ayah came down, the Sahaba went complaining to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and said, Ya Rasulullah, how could we attaqillah, how could we observe Allah as much as He deserves? Who among us could do this? So the ayah came down, ittaqullaha mastata'tum, observe Allah as much as you can. And the scholar says the first ayah means keep improving yourself. Haqqa tuqatih, you do the good things and then you realize this is not enough for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you improve. And the constant improvement is haqqa tuqatuh, to observe Allah as much as He deserves. And if we look at the things that brings us close to taqwa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhan nas u'budu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. He tells everybody, worship Allah who created you. So the first thing that brings close to us taqwa is worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the second thing, it says in Surah Al-Baqarah, خُذُوا مَا أَتَيْنَاكُمْ بِقُوَّةٍ وَاذْكُرُوا مَا فِيهِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Take what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you in the book, وَاذْكُرُوا مَا فِيهِ, and remember and act upon it, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so you might be closer to at-taqwa. So we read Al-Quran and look at what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us to do, and this brings us close to at-taqwa. وَلَكُمْ فِي الْقِصَاصِ حَيَاةٌ يَا أُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Al-Qisas is when somebody kills somebody for no reason, he should be killed. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is one of the things, the capital punishment is one of the things that bring us closer to at-taqwa Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Fasting bring us close to al-taqwa. So there is so many things that bring us close to taqwa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we have to do it. And as I said before, one of the things that I feel that we have lost in Islam is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us greedy. We want the best for ourselves and our family. And when wanting the best, sometimes we disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rather than if we look at these ayat and say, I want the best for my children, so taqillah. And when you do taqillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect your children. When we want rizq, and we want the easy rizq, taqillah. And we want way out of our problems, taqillah. And we want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make everything easy for us, is taqwallah. So here we should do it for ourselves too. For ourselves, knowing that this is the best and easy life. Why should we take the hard life? And why should we go in the hard way? As I was driving with a cab driver in Cairo the other day, he was telling me he was driving somebody to a nightclub. And the drink there, the haram drink costs £100 a small glass. £100 for a small glass. When we drink al-halal, it would cost us £5. So we disobey Allah and we spend money. You go to al-masjid, there is no cover charge. The masjid is free. You go to the nice club, you need a cover charge and you need to pay for all these expensive drinks. Taqwa Allah is easy and gives us all these things rather than al-haram, which costs money to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we should, inshaAllah, take al-halal and knowing this is al-halal. And as we said in the day of judgment, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there is people, he's seen people eating rotting meat and the nice good meat beside them. So when he asked Gibreel, Ya Gibreel, who's this humans that eats the rotten meat and leaves this nice good meat? He says those are people who cheated on their spouses. They have their spouse and they go for al-haram, they go for the rotten thing, and they have the halal thing. So here, inshallah, we observe Allah and we taqillah and know that taqwa Allah is the best thing for us in al-dunya and in al-akhirah. But what most of our scholars try to tell us, everything we do in Islam is for al-akhirah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us Islam to be happy in this dunya and to be happy in al-akhirah, inshallah. So we observe Allah in everything we do to get the best life, to have this easy life and this comfortable life, rather than working so hard to gain money and collect money and it goes away, because if it's not halal, it's been wasted. And as somebody collects it from al-haram, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make somebody else come and take it easy himself from you too. So inshallah, we observe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in everything we do. And one of the other rules for taqwa, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَن تَعْفُوا أَقْرَبُ لِلتَّقْوَى. If you forgive, it's closer for taqwa. And this came in the context of the ayah where if somebody divorced his wife before they got together and he had promised to give her something, and so in this case Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says she has the right to take half what he has given her. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us, وَأَن تَعْفُوا أَقْرَبُ لِلتَّقْوَى. If you forgive and give back everything, it's closer to a taqwa. So there's so many roads for a taqwa, to observe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And finally, I remind what I've always said before, what does taqwa Allah mean? Why does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep reminding us taqullah? Taqullah, so many places Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says taqullah. As I always say, I'm an older man, and yet my mother, when I'm going out, says, take care, my son. Why does the mother tell me, take care, when I'm an old person, that she knows I probably will? Because she loves me. And this love is always take care. And this is a love of Allah for all of us, ittaqullah. Allah loves us and wants us all to go to Al-Jannah. So He is reminding us, observe Allah and do the right thing all the time, so that we go to Al-Jannah, inshallah. So it is the love of Allah that reminds us, ittaqillah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want to punish us. As Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he was sitting with the Sahaba and they seen a chicken and chicks, and the chicken was collecting chicks, so loving and so caring, and Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, do you think this mother would hurt her children? And the Sahaba said, no, Ya Rasulullah. He said, similar, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do you think He wants to punish His servants? So it's the same thing. It is the love of Allah that says ittaqullah. So inshallah we observe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in everything we do, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might forgive us inshallah, and we will go to Al-Jannah. Allahumma hdina mawlana fi man hadayt, wa afina fi man afayt, wa qina wasrif anna sharra ma qadayt. اللهم بارك لنا فيما أعطيت، اللهم كن معنا ولا تكن علينا، اللهم عنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم ولا تجعل لنا في جمعنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته، ولا مريضا إلا شفيته، ولا هما إلا فرجته، ولا دينا إلا قضيته، ولا حاجة لنا في هذه الدنيا لك فيها رضا ولنا فيها صلاح إلا قضيتها يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان، ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم واستغفروه يغفر لكم وأقيموا الصلاة.